Welcome to Prince YahweTV. Please comment on the chat box if you can hear my voice clearly. If not, please do comment also on the chat box. So tonight, we're going to discuss about the Google Drive. So, any idea what is Google Drive? If you have idea about Google Drive, please comment on the chat box if you have an idea about Google Drive. I'm going to present now a presentation about Google Drive. Let's check the attendance first. So as I check on the live chat, first Jude si Jean Paul Abahar, second Allen, and there are still coming. Makita na ba ang akong screen? Wala pa. Makita na ba akong screen? Please comment in the chat box if you can see my screen now. Kita ra? So start, we will go to the information about Google Drive lecture. I think it's only 20 minutes lecture on the Google Drive, and after that, we'll move on to hands-on. I'm going to demonstrate uh, how to access Google Drive. Okay, so based on the description, this Web 2.0 tool has been voted as one of the most attractive ones for entrepreneurs within the collab category. Imagine it's the most attractive one. So Google Drive, so as I said earlier, I asked you a question about what is Google Drive. So based on the definition, Google Drive is a collaboration tool that allows users to store files in the cloud, share files, and edit documents, spreadsheets, and presentation with collaborators. So it is a collaboration tool. It means it could be done by two or more people to collaborate. It allows users to store files in the cloud. So in the internet, we can store files. At the same time, with the use of Google Drive, we could share files and we could edit documents, spreadsheets, and Microsoft Excel and presentation with collaborators. So that's the functions are based on the definition of Google Drive. It's discuss also its functions. Okay, and Google Drive has a main key characteristic. First, it is a cloud-based and free of charge web tool. So it is free. We don't need to pay monthly charges on this application. It's from Google. It is free. It permits collaborative editing of documents, spreadsheets, presentations, drawings, forms, offer all users an initial 15 gig of online storage space. Imagine it is free. And also, it is it has 15 gig of online storage space. Asa mo mangita ani nga? libre, but there is a 15 gig storage. If you could, if you can buy 4 gig storage in the market, it costs 3 to 400 pesos. But in Google Drive, it is free and it has a storage space of 15 gigabyte. See, that's the storage of Google Drive. Okay, ato sang tanawon ang chat box dire. So, nanay nanay mga students, please go sa mga students diya. Please go like and click the bell button on the lower right portion of the YouTube so that you can be updated on my channel. Okay, so let's go back again to the presentation because it is only 1 hour discussion, so we need to make it fast. Okay, presentation created in Google Slides can be up to 100 MB, which is about 400 slides of text. Imagine it can be up to 100 MB, which is about 400 slides of text. So it is much slides already. As we could have 30 to 40 slides in our presentation. Okay, but this is 400 slides of text. Next, Google Drive or GD has the following characteristics: a number of external web applications from the Google Chrome Store work with Google Drive and are compatible with all supported browser. So in Google Drive, there are also supported browser or compatible with different browser. Improved keyboard shortcut accessibility, support for zooming and high contrast mode to make service more accessible to visually impaired users. So it upgrades his ability and accessibility to person who has visually impaired users. So that's the update of Google Drive. So that's it. After this, I'm going to demonstrate on how to access. Yes, na-comment si Allen di ay. Ay, 1 terabyte external drive sir, mas dako. Yes, na-access siya ay 1 terabyte daw na external drive. Mas dako. Okay. Unsa man ni siya nga external drive imo ang discuss Allen, it is another application or external drive nga kanang kanang madadala. The difference with Google Drive and the external drive or flash drive nga atong makita on the market is the Google Drive is online based. Uh, it needs an access on the internet so that we could use the Google Drive. So if you don't have flash drive, if you don't have external drive, this is the best application for you as a student, the Google Drive. Because imagine this is 15 gig storage that you can save all the files, and it is handy. You don't need to bring this one. Just make an account, a Gmail account, and then there you have already a Google Drive. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate now. Let's move on. If you have questions, you can ask questions on the live chat. So that I will answer it one by one. Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate now how to access Google Drive. First is you need to have a Gmail account. So I'm sure you already have a Gmail account. So if you don't have, I will provide a separate video on making a Gmail account. Okay. But now you need a Gmail account. It is what do you call it? It is uh, adpunta sa. If you have questions, just drop your comments on the chat below. If you have questions. Okay. Kita na ba mo sa akong screen? Please comment if you can see my screen. Yes, another question from John Paul Abar. What if sir mapuno na tong 15 gig storage? If mapuno na tong 15 gig storage, so pang-delete na lang mo mga files na nakasave sa inyong Google Drive. If kailangan mag additional 15 gig, you need to purchase on their subscription. But I recommend just create another Gmail account so that you will have another 15 gig. Di ba? So, create lang tayo. It's for free in creating Gmail account, but it needs a verification of your number, contact number. So that you can make your an account. Okay, so this is my Gmail account. So, for example, you already have a Gmail account. Kita na ba? Makita na ba sa screen? So, in my screen now, I already log in my Gmail account. So, for example, log in ta, go to Gmail account. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Alan, for reminding. Off na ko ang microphone. Okay, balik na ako. So, upper right portion of the Google interface, or Gmail interface, you can click the six dots here, and you can see the different application. Okay. Balik ko na. Makita na ba ang screen? Sorry. Network. Okay, again, once you log in your Gmail account, so this is the interface that you can see. Kita ba? Kita na. Okay. So once you log in your Gmail account, you can see the this interface, and then in the upper right portion, you can see the six dots. Sorry, nine dots. When you hover your mouse, you can see the description Google Apps. So click this one, the nine dots Google application. Once you click the nine dots, you can see a number of application. Again, I'm going to present this application on my separate video, but for now, I'm going to discuss the Google Drive here. As you can see on the logo, this is Google Drive. Then, please click Google Drive. Okay, so this is the interface of the Google Drive. So if it is clean or new account, as you can see, there's no files that you can save. So this is the Google Drive. Okay. Okay, shout out the I, Sam Sheldon Ortiz. Mo yun ni Perming na sa akong live. Present yun na siya Perme. Late man siya gamay pero at least na. Hey Sam, uh, standby lang Sam ha. Okay, so let's continue. So this is the Google Drive interface. This is very useful, especially in sending files, which is if you will send files on Messenger, or if you will send files on Messenger or in Facebook, there is a limit. But in Google Drive, as I said, there is a storage of 15 gig. So if you want to save all your files, just save in Google Drive. Okay, this is an online flash drive. If you don't have a physical or a real external flash drive or flash drive, thumb drive, pen drive, if you don't have, you can have a Google Drive, or what we call an online Google Drive. Right? So click this My Drive here. As you can see, there's My Drive here. Click that one, and then there are this arrow button. If you click this one, you can see same ba tawag nakita sa screen? Or okay, so click this arrow button, and then click new folder. So you can see the drop down button, upload files, upload folder, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and Google Forms. And you can click more. You can also have Google Drawings, Google Maps, Google Sites, and Google Apps Script. So total package siya in a Google Drive. So click new folder, ba? Please go comment sa chat box if nakita ninyo akong screen. So, balik ko na. Okay. Kita na. So this is the My Drive or Google Drive interface. As you can see click the arrow button, you can see the new folder, upload files, upload folder, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Forms, and more. So click new folder. Okay. Okay. Once you click new folder, you can name it to different subjects. So as a student, you have subjects, so you can make lots of folders by modules para ma-organize ang inyong paghimo sa mga modules ninyo or sa mga files nga i-submit. For example, um, na ay mga section sa modules. So, inyo na lang i-save diary sa inyong Google Drive. So, i-type na ako, for example, modules, module 1, then create. No? So, I can have now my drive. You can see modules, module 1. So, right click, you can right click and then change the color so that you will be organized on, for example, in module 1, color red, and other modules, just click right click and then new folder, and then for module 2, and then create. Okay. Then right click and change the color. Okay. You can save also personal files here. For example, you want to save your pictures, your birthday pictures, occasion. In every occasion, you can drop your files here in Google Drive. So now open the folder that you make, Module 1. Then we're going to upload files for Module 1. For example, si Sir, na siya ipa-answeran ninyo and then pa-submit through online. So just save your files in Google Drive and then share the link and then ma-download na niya. So right click, same process that you make earlier, the new folder, but now right click and then upload files. Upload files, click upload files, and then click the output or okay, then upload complete. You can save PowerPoint presentation, you can save um, documents, Microsoft Word. You can upload pictures also here. So now you already have the files on your Google Drive. And the good thing of this, if ever maguba man inyong flash drive, maguba man inyong computer, as long as you remember the password of your Gmail, you can go to another computer shop or internet shop, or you can borrow a cell phone which is connected to Wi-Fi or internet. You can access your files. That's the good thing about Google Drive. Because um, dili man nato matag na bang ang panahon bang maguba day kalit imong laptop, maguba day kalit ang computer nga imong gigamit, maguba day ang imong flash drive nga gigamit, labi na dali kay makurap ang mga flash drive nowadays. Inyo lang isaksak sa laing laing mga computer shop or laptop automatic ma-corrupt ma-corrupted jud ang flash drive yung files ninyong gigamit. So that's another benefit of Google Drive nga. As long as you remember the password, all your files will be intact. Nakasave tanan sa cloud or which you call sa internet. So that's a good thing. So as a student, a grade 10 student or what level student, you will have lots of modules to answer. So it is the best practice that you can save all your files on a Google Drive. Okay? So i-check sa natong mga comments ha. Yes, it's very impossible that you can use all 15 gigabyte. 1 gig lang gani. Lisod na kayo na siya sa iban mga videos or pictures inyo masiba na. Lisod na tayo na natong puno. How much more 15 gig. So, sa pa may gihulat ninyo, you can make a lot of Gmail accounts so that you can have a 15 gig plus or more gigabyte. Di ba? Okay. So, that's the use of that's another specs, another aspects of benefits of Google Drive. So, now you already upload the files to your Google Drive. Now I'm going to another task answer ni sir ninyo. Submit this activity and send it to my messenger. Then as I said earlier, in a messenger there is a limit. So you can click the file, right click the file, and then you can click share here. Click share, and then you can see a share link here, or you can add your teacher's name here, teacher's Gmail here. Example, you can add my Gmail here. Sorry. You can add the Gmail of your teacher here so that they will uh, notify that you shared a file. You just informed your teacher that, Ma'am, sir, I already shared you my output on your Google Drive. So, ilan ang i-check sa Google Drive, sa Gmail nila, na na-share na nila ang inyong activity. Okay? Or, if dili tig-open si sir sa iyang Gmail, you can get the okay. For example, dili tig-open si sir sa Gmail, you can get this one, the change your link to anyone para maka-access sila sa tanan, tara. Change it with anyone with the link as viewer or editor. Then this is the link. Just copy this link. Just copy this link and then send it to and you copy this link and then send it to Gmail. So if you're going to send this on Gmail, send this link on Messenger. Done. So, inig-send na to sa Messenger, automatic na siya. Nga i-click to siya nga link, automatic to siya ma-download sa inyong sendan. So, ano ra simple ang pag-share sa inyong files. So, inani, duha ka modules ako ang gimo. So, you can organize your modules or your subject, na imong subject nga inyuhang i-save daan para inyuhang siban diya og mga files sa mobile. Yes, you can download Google Drive on mobile but di lang ko sure kung mo sync ba ang files nimo sa laptop o sa cellphone. Di lang ko sure kung but on mobile, go to Google browser and log in your account and then click tong 9 dots sa kilid, Google Apps, and then ma-access ra siguro ang Google Drive. But di lang ko sure sa mo sync ba kanang mga applications. There are applications nga you can download Google Drive app but di lang ko sure kung mo sync ba or mapareha ba ang inyong files nga naa sa laptop or computer sa cellphone, sa mobile. Okay? Very good question, Allen. Shout out din natin si Allen Aligas. Okay? So that's the okay. So if you link the mobile on your laptop, so connected mo sync ra ang inyong files nga naa sa inyong laptop o sa inyong mobile. Especially same Gmail imong gamiton. So ma-access ra siya. Okay? So another benefits of Google Drive, again, during this uncertain time, we're all probably working from home. As a student, we used to work at home. The servers and the visual files we use every day. So that's why we want to talk about many benefits of Google Drive. It is another benefit is for working, sharing, collaborating, or work with your team, or working remotely. Working remotely means, for example, na ako'y files, mag-send kong files, dayon isay nga question, then you want to tanan ka maka-contribute sa imuhang team mga members. So, i-share lang niyo siyang files ninyo nasa Google Drive then butangan mag-add din siya og files sa imuhang mga kauban. Katong shared files, isulat mo mga ngalan dito, maka-edit sa di mo mga members sa imuhang buhat nga files. So another benefits of using Google Drive is great for storing confidential files. Yes, confidential files nga naman. Pwede man nimo siyang i-share ang files to certain person, dili siya to everyone. So mo to siya ang akong gi-click ganiya nga i-share sa teacher ang inyong mga outputs, dili i-share ang answer sa inyong mga classmates using Google Drive. So don't use Google Drives in digital cheating ha. Use Google Drive in an informative way. So many schools now have a central server where a lot of shared documents are stored, as well as um, students' accounts, maka-save siya og mga sensitive files dito. So another benefits of Google Drive is perfect for sharing with your colleagues. So as I said, you can share your files to your team members. For example, your teacher, uh, tagaan mo o kanang group activity. For example, uh, ikaw dili man ka you don't need to make everything para madali lang. You can save your files on Google Drive and then you can share to other members. Then you can tell them that please go or add your additional inputs or additional information about this topic. Something like ngalan para na mo'y contribution sa inyong group activity. So it's very useful also. Okay, thank you so much, Alan. At least you learned something. You have another knowledge for today. Yes, so due to this pandemic, we will not limit our learnings using modules. So as a teacher, I need to find ways that I can share my knowledge on using this platform, YouTube platform, so that you can review also. You can review also the lessons niya ako ang i-demonstrate. So um, this is very fit to our situation nowadays nga kanabang busy kay ta, gamay ra kayo ang mo join sa live stream kay daghang mga buhat. But you can replay the videos so that you can learn something more on my lessons. Di man good kaayo kanang matudlo sa mga modules lang. So there another way is to demonstrate a certain applications. Okay? So parehaan eh. At the same time, ma-review sad sa mga kauban ninyo mga students. Okay? So if you have questions, just comment on the live chat if you have questions ha, so that I can answer and asset tayo mga admin diha nga mo answer. Wala palagi si Kuya Will ron sa siguro na inform sa ako sa inform. So if you have questions, just comment on yeah, 30 minutes na ang akong na sa discussion na to. So let's move on to feedbacking. If you wala na may pangutana, feedbacking ta. You have questions on the Google Drive, itong hininayan na siya discuss. Okay? So again, let's continue. Another benefits of Google Drive is it is brilliant if you are on the go. So on the go means, for example, uh, you left your files at home, you left your notebook at home. So how could you access your files na na-save sa inyong flash drive? So lisod kaysa na-save sa ang inyong files na save dito sa inyong notebook. Lisod kayo kwaon, di ba? So muli pa ka mukuha. So husik na oras. But if you have a smartphone and na dito ang Google Drive, just have that, make it sure that you have an internet connection so that you can access your files. So it is on the go. Means wherever you are, naka sa different nga klase, then check lang nimo imong phone, check lang nimo imong mga files dito. As long as you are connected to your connection, there's no problem. You can get all your files. Yes, another question from John Paul Bahar. Kung ma-hack imo Gmail din ang katong naka-hack kay gidelete tanan, pwede pa to ma-recover ang files? Uh, if you delete the files on your Gmail, mapunta to siya sa iyahang recycle bin sa Gmail. So makita dito ang wa pa ko sure sa Gmail kung ma-delete ang files niya na sa Gmail. Naa siya dito sa recycle, na siya sa trash bin sa Gmail. Ang Google Drive murag makita sa dito, but kung ihapon tong i-empty ang itong trash bin, so that you ta recover sa inyong files. So it's very important that you are only the one who know your password. Medyo na the best nga tips ni nako ihatag ninyo. Kamo jud even your close friend ayaw i-share yung password. Mura na siya og toothbrush according to my student before. Password is like a toothbrush that you cannot use and share it to your friends. Yes, very good. Basta share daw ang file, ma-recover fa according to Allen. Okay? Kung i-share na to sa imong kauban ang files, automatic siyang makita dito sa iyang kauban. But problem, kung i-delete po dito sa files, ang katong shared files, i-delete po, automatic jud na. Ah, yes, Eliza, you have question, Eliza? Nagpalista ka ganiya, Eliza, sa moadto sa school pero wa ko kita nimo. Or wala lang ko giagi-agian na siguro kung wala ko kabantay. But still, none so far so why question si Eliza. Okay, thank you. So now, questions. We have still 14 minutes. Oh, niya today. Niya today ka. Na late lang. Okay. Naka-attendance man kaya. Um, kung naka-attendance ka dito, wala problema. Kaya recorded mo to siya. Um, okay. So I think this it's time to say thank you di ay sa katong nangadto sa school ganiha. So it helps the even like attendance. No problem na ka Alan, ibis na wala pa ka attendance sakitan man ti kaganiha. Kamo ni Nicole din, kitaan man ta mo. No problem. So wala ka attendance basta niya sa school. Ako lay wala di ka ka-attendance sila isa, wala problema. Sige lang, ako lang i-record, okay? No problem. Ako lang i-record inyo hangkan. Kay thankful ra ba kay Sir RR kay at least ba na hinahinayan ang project na subusog dito. Ako kay natabang ganiya. Okay? Thank you so much in behalf of Sir RR. Thank you so much for helping the project subusog. Okay? That jud. Sige lang, no problem katong wa attendance but naaman mo ganiya. So ako lang tong i-take note. Okay? So wala na question sa Google Drive. So this application is for free. Akong balikon is for free. As long as you need to make an account, as long as it is verified by your contact number, cellphone number. If wala man may cellphone number, you can make a verified account using another Gmail. For example, namoy kaila nga Gmail, na siya Gmail, and then you create your Gmail, then na may option dito if new browser siya, built-in na sa Google account. Yes, built-in na siya sa Google account according to Allen. Another information, Google Drive is built into the Google account. If you have an account on Google, it means all the application on Google, Google Drive, Google Sheets, Google Spreadsheets, you already have that application. That's a bad thing. We just know that we have an account in Gmail, but we don't know that there are package application inside the Gmail. And one of that application is Google Drive. See? Wala na to gitagad ba nga naa siya mga application package na naadaan sa atong Google account. Wala ta kabalo. Wala na to na explore. But if you have time, explore all the applications. There are lots of application, new updates every minute. There is an update on Google Drive. Maybe kini akong gi-discuss ron. There will be additional information, additional updates nga ilahang i-improve pod sa ilahang application. So that's the good thing about technology. Every minute there is an update. Yes, according to Alan. Diya sad makitaan ang ato ang Google Classroom sa Google Apps. I will discuss and on a separate video kay 1 hour man gud akong discussion about Google Classroom which is ato na siyang gigamit. Wala pa'y pandemic, wala pa'y online learning, wala pa'y kanang wala pa ta naka-experience in ani nga situation. We already use the Google Classroom. So Yes, shout out DI ni ako ang former student before, Ben Rodilo Abrigana. Uh, One of the top students din ako sa una. So, thank you sa pag-watch, Ben. So, standby lang, Ben, ha? Kaya there are lots of tutorials nga ako ang i-discuss on my live stream. Okay? So, balik ta. Attendance. Sige, pa-attendance ka, Ben. Okay? So, again, according to Alan, diha sad sa Google application, makita na to ang atong Google Classroom. So, package na siya nga application. So, in my separate video, I'm going to show you, I'm going to discuss the Google Classroom, but you already know this one. But for other viewers, nga wala pa sila, bago pa nila nga applications, so it's good for them. And for us, nga ato nang gigamit ang Google Classroom, pag grade 9 pa lang ninyo, gigamit na nato ang Google Classroom. So, it gives you additional knowledge po. There are lots of updates on Google Classroom. Okay? Private schools and other schools from different parts of the country, they are already using Google Classroom as an online learning. So before, uh, nag-beta testing me about online learning, we use Google Classroom as an online platform. So, sad to say lang, wala lang ta naka-offer as online classroom. Online modalities ang ato ang gi-offer sa atong school sa Kasay kay one lang printed, modular lang. Okay. So, hopefully soon um, ma-realize ni ang paggamit sa Google Classroom, and then ma-realize sad ang mga online platforms like this. Yeah, it gives an additional information to students. Yes, there will be a separate video, Eliza, about Google Classroom soon. So for today, for tonight, only the Google Drive. And hopefully, you you learn something about Google Drive, that katuday mga importanteng files ninyo nga nasa flash drive, hinay-hinay na to siya og backup, i-upload siya sa inyong Google Drive. Especially Alan, uh, daghan kaayo mga reports sa iyong mga organization nga imong giapilan. It's good thing that you will have a backup files on the Google Drive, di ba? Kamo as a student, kanan inyong mga modules, save na tanan, sir. Very good. It's a good practice, ha. Kay kanang murag nabungol na ko ba sa akong madungog permi ba nga nakurap ako ang flash drive ko puya ra bagbalik himo adto oy. So it's a best practice jud, mag-submit kag mga files sa output, inyo na siyang i-save sa Google Drive. Yes, according to Ben Rodilo, Google Classroom gyapon namang gamit, sir. Salamat sa inyong katulungan sa una. Karon sa na lang pagsusunod. Thank you so much also, Ben, that you appreciate. See? Oh, kanang asa kay ka nag-school ron, Ben? Unsang unsang university imong gi asa ka na-enroll ron? So according to Ben, makita sa flash sa ubos, Google Classroom gyapon ang magagamit, sir. Salamat sa imong pagdalo sa una sa, di ba? Even university nowadays, they are using Google Classroom. Oh, shout out data na si Sir RRDI. Salamat, andito nakatag ka sa Google Drive. Sa Google Drive. Yes. Oh, then the City Argao campus. So if you're planning to go to kini mga grade 10 na toron, wala pa ba grade 12. If you're planning to go to City Argao campus, they are using Google Classroom. Imagine they are using Google Classroom. So, ang katod ang ipang tulo na ako sa unang pag-grade 9 ninyo, nagamit ra jud ay siya sa mga university nga inyo ang ipang eskwelahan. Di ba? So, there are numbers of online platforms nga ato ang gi-explore, and they are okay ra ben, okay ra na late gamay. So, they are still using that application. Okay? So, kini ato ang gi-lecture ron. So according to Sir R, nakatugon na siya sa Google Drive sa own sa mga teachers manggod. We have DepEd account and ang storage siya mas dako iyang storage sa Google Drive compared sa personal nga Google Drive. I'm going to have a separate live stream about the Google Drive of the teacher's account and also the personal account kanang normal nga DepEd account sud. Okay? So, mo na kalahian sa storage. But so far, ang iyang specs is, ang iyang mga application, mga tools niya, is same ra jud. Share of files, upload of files, backup of files. Kay, ang, paano ba, ang ato lang problema ron is internet connection. But, slowly by slowly, bisan, bisan dili ta nato na siya dawaton, maabot jud ang time nga, bisan asa ta nga lugar ron, we are already connected with internet connection. So, good thing, if you're familiar with Google Drive, you can save all your files online. Okay? And according to Allen, available offline gani. So pwede sa daw siya offline ang inyong Google Drive. So for example, uh, you can download the application on mobile Google Drive and then i-save yung mga files nito. If wala interconnection, pwede rin itong ma-open ang katong na-save din yung mga files. So that's the good thing about Google Drive. But walang nato siya na explore. Walang nato siya na nakuan ba na wala lang nato na realize what is 15 gig lang, 15 gig ben ang iyang storage. But hopefully soon mag-upgrade niyang Google Drive na nagyapon siya ay available storage. But di lang ko sure na ay bagong application nga for free sad for student sad mo ni tawag og 365 Microsoft 365 for student account but wala pa lang siguro ni na nahatag sa mga student. So, mas nindot sa siya. Ang University of the Visayas, ang UV, the private school, they can purchase their own manggod. They are, ang ilahang mga student ron, they use the Microsoft 365. Sa City Argao, they use Google Classroom. So, but they are different. They are different platform but same purpose and same usage is for online class. So, isa na ani ang Google Drive. Okay? So, this Google Drive, okay. So, according to Alan, pwede mo open ang file even though wala internet connection. Even the file lang ang available offline. Okay. Iset lang into offline. Para ang file nga imuhang sa internet, ma-open siya. Yes. So, atong i-share ang best practices ni Allen ha. Please kog basa sa ako ang screen. So, siya. According to Allen, muna yung gamit na feature para ma-access gyapon niya ang files na naa sa Google Drive without internet connection. I-set lang ninyo into offline mode. But sa mobile ni siya makita Allen sa mobile lang makita. Kung if ever mulakaw mo, ganahan ninyo ang files nga makita sa internet connection, ma-access ra siya. Okay? But nato siya katong familiar ba mo sa katong free gani sa Globe na siya nga sa bisan data lang magamit, you can access the files but wala pa siguro na nabot sa atua. So hopefully soon ang mga network companies, mga Globe, mga Smart, ilang tanang wala lang na ako giditso-ditso ra na ako ni nga discussion to kay 1 hour man good nga ako ang limit ani kay may kuko sa to ang mga viewers. There are 6,000 viewers nga student nga nananaw ron. Ako lang 1 hour na niya ako ang time, 8 to 9 na niya ako ang time kay I know you have lots of work pa busy kay mo ni maka kwan ko sa kato ako ang gidiscuss ganiya about Google Drive. Ako ra tong ipang shortcut But the most important of using Google Drive is uploading files, saving files, and sharing files. Ora man yun na, mag-share ka, mag-upload ka, mag-download ka. So, ang pag-download di ay, naratoy 3 dots sa kilid, inyo siyang i-download. Okay? So, what to siya? Yes, this is very useful to teachers also. Kay ang mga teachers man god, mga siya jacket. Wala si Kuya Will, mga siya jacket. So, this is very useful for teacher as well. Kay naman tayong mga files, personal files ba? And mo lagi nabungol na ko ba sa higingon nga na corrupted ilang files, na delete ilang files. Wala sila naka-backup sa Google Drive. And the good thing about Google Drive, especially if ganing. Yes, very good. Another information from Allen, yun si Allen, explore na dyan siya tama na about Google Drive. Pwede man ma-view ang files anywhere as long as nakalagin ang imong Gmail Google account, makita na ang file nga naka-available offline. So, as long as you log in your account, you can see all your files which is available offline. You set it into available offline. Okay? So, it's another information nga to ang na nakatunan. Thank you so much, Alan, for the valuable information na pwede din siya pang offline. Okay? That's good. Then, again, I'll go back to discussing Google Drive. You can download the Google Drive. For example, kung ipakita ha, kita mo aning three dots. I-click ninyo sa file. For example, ato mo sa file. Module, example, module 2. Kita ba ninyo ang screen? Ito sa module 1. Kaya module 1 mo na i-file na ako. Niliyok pa ang screen. Maragwa niliyok ang screen. So, click lang ang dot sa kilid and then naay siya yung mga options. Nabot na si Kuya Will. Nakasave yung jacket sa Google Drive daw. Ikuha na ninyo yung Google Drive. sa Google Drive daw ang jacket. Matag siya ko na dito. Okay. So, time check, it's 8:59. So, we have 1 minute. Sayang sa nindot ka itong discussion for tonight. So, hopefully, you will stay on my live stream and then there will be more tutorial lessons, mga important application nga is fit for our situation nowadays. Yes, according to Allen, most Android phones built-in na ang app na Google Drive sa system pa lang daan sa application. Attendance daw wala na si Sam. It's similar with the real scenario ba nga magpa-attendance lang din mawala. Okay. But ako na nang it's good thing with Sam kaya at least tanang live na ako na present with siya. It's better to attend or online checking attendance than nothing nga wala jud ning kwan sa ako ang live. But I know nga inyong i-replay ang ako ang live. You can replay my live so that you can be you will learn also the the tutorials nga akong i-discuss. So, what is yan? So, any questions? Again, additional information about Google Drive. Kawat ko gamay 1 minute ha. Additional information sa Google Drive. Um, for example, you share a files. Example, na may group activity, gihatag sa group activity. And then, kanang gikapoy ka og consolidate. Kapuya aning tigdadagsa og kanang pangayo nila. What will you do? Just make a folder on Google Drive and then share it to your members and then allow nila i-set sila editor and then they could drop their output there or they could drop their pictures. For example, para di ka magsigig pangayo nila niya upload na po sa Drive, just create a folder and then sila na mo submit ana. So I use that also in my situation. For example, naipasubmit nga files para ba sir naipasubmit nga mga reports sa district for example. Okay? So akong gibuhat, nagimo na lang ko og folder and then dito sila mag-upload sa files. Just recently about tong deadline nga quarterly assessment. Dito sila mag-save. Dayon, ako rang gisendan og link ang katong si Ma'am Pearl. Ako lang sa district nga ICT. Ako lang siyang gisendan sa link, ma'am. Na diara ang akong isubmit ng mga files. Chat din siya. Di play kompleto, sir. Oh, yes ma'am, ako ra na hinahinayan og submit. But wala akong nag-submit adto. What I did is just make a folder on Google Drive and then put a section on the boxes of folder inside the Google Drive. And then sila ra ang mga individual teachers akong gi-share ang files para ma-share dito ang link, ma-share dito ang drive link, and then sila tanan dito mag-upload na sila. So at the same time, sila rin nag-upload, ako naging marang folder, siyempre mura rag ako yung submit sa mga files, but totally wala ko gibuhat, just making ko gibuhat making the folder, but wala ako nag-upload sa tagsa nilang mga report. Kaysa maghatag sila ng report and then imo na pong i-save sa folder, then imo na pong i-send sa teacher, di ba? Double imong trabaho. Mao di ay. Di ba anong sila ra? Di ba double imong trabaho? Mga kolektahon nimo imong mga outputs imong mga member, ikaw na po total og submit sa teacher, di ba? Kapoy. Pero kung maghimo ka og sa ka folder o submit mo diara sa inyong mga files, sa inyong mga output, then mo submit po ka. So isa ra tanan ang imuhang sila naghihimo og submit dito. Ikaw, igo ra ka check kung naba kay kulang. Okay? May gani, sira ra rin nakadungog sa tong live ron. Wala tayo lang teacher na ra ba usay sa mga maribig di ari mo join. So, kung naay may nakadungog ron, so thank you sa pag-like, sa pag-stay sa ako ang channel. So, you have any questions? So, if you don't have questions, so this is Prince Yawi, your teacher, a tutorial class, Prince Yawi TV. Uy, ayo i-mention uy. Okay? May gani. For people watching lang, pero ma-replay ra ba ni? Okay, no questions? So, like questions. So, all the students, you can signing off. Please type your name. Attendance na ta. Log out attendance. Please type your name in the chat box and then signing out. Put signing out. Parehan yung ibuhat ni John. Signing out. Your first name, last name, and sign out so that you'll be uh, uh, notified that I will be notified that you already signed out. Okay, so pwede na mo, after sign out, pwede na mo out. So, no questions? So, pwede na mo log out. Ako lang i-play ron ha para makaabot ko 2 hours. Mag-play ra ko og mga PC assembly nga mga application. Kung na to si okay, thank you so much Eliza, thank you so much Alan. Okay, kung na to sabihin si sunod topic, mag-plot lang niya ako topic Ben para at least mag-guided mo for a week. So, actually, this is my third stream online. The first is PC assembly. Atong online nga PC assembly. But wala pa to siya natiwas. Episode 3 pa to siya, Ben. Pwede pa to nimong tanawon. Ako yung mga videos diya, pwede nimong tanawon. But dili siya kanang start dayon kay mo on ko 7:30 or 7 o'clock ko mo on sa akong live. Then exactly 8 jud ko mag-start sa ako ang topic. Additional info daw, bawal. Once you comment on the chat box, avoid capital letters and then avoid, sa pamantoy pang avoid gani, capital letters and mga, sabi na, avoid kining emoticons. Kaya spam ta. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Hope you will learn something for tonight. And see you on my next live stream. Same time, daily na ta, same time at 8 to 9, but log into 7, and then mag-extend siguro ko 1 hour, mag-play ako mga videos. Okay? Bawal smiley. Okay. Bawal emoticon daw according to Sir RR. Shout out na. So, if you have no questions, thank you so much, and see you on my next live stream. Prince YahweTV, signing out.